Kid Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will take the field first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
They give it back to him. Still on his feet at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. It's a draw. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Drops back on first down. Got his man. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Warhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Going to try to get it himself. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
RPO complete. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Let's take just a second here on the Warhawks. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
On the return, it's Coleman. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Appalachian State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade.
He's going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sets his feet. It's Singleton. Out ball. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Left side, it's Villa. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. This is a designed run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the back.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The extra point here would tie the game.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that. Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. ULM has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to run it. There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're testing the right side here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's changing the play. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Rides to the back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Warhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Webb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the App State head coach at halftime. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
To throw, it's Singleton. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it in. It's Branch. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Got it. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They try to pop a run on the draw. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll ride him again. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains, making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Across the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Warhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted for the 11th time. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Still running at the 40. Off and running. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineer. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Warhawks want to move quickly.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jamison. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Stopped right there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal.
ULM 18.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Keep it on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. They'll move the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Jamison. He's got enough. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. In the red area, it's Jamison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Touchdown, Warhawks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
At stake, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Webb. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground and this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from them.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day,